Hey you guys, my name is Celina Cordoba and I have a business called Cordoba Organics. I'm already fixing myself up. Look, I'm gonna keep it ultra. When you're tiny, no matter how much I've adjusted certain shoulders, certain straps, petite women, you'll find yourself like falling out of the tops of your clothes or having to just go to a tailor, make sure stuff is shortened. And then even in shortening it, I don't want to shorten too much. And I end up doing that sometimes. So I started hand tailoring a lot of my tops and stuff. And still, they don't stay on the way that I want. Okay, that's camera A. Camera B is, I don't usually do things like this. We're about to step out in a little bit. And I said, you know what? I'm constantly filling orders. And it's made it a little bit more of a challenge for me to just sit down in front of the camera and share. Why do I need to share? A lot of people ask questions about tanning stuff, tanning solutions, summertime. Yes, you want to make sure that you're protected, but you really want to stay away from self-tanners and tanning lotions and tanning creams and brighteners that have a lot of chemicals in it. Flip your labels over. If you see water, acetyl alcohol, mineral oil, anything that's a blocker, a lot of the names are so long, I ain't even gonna get into the benzochromite and the polyamers. There's so many cancer-causing agents in self-tanners. You know, whatever we can do to try to minimize all those toxins on our skin, we're gonna do. I have so much luck and gratitude and gratefulness for the products that I've made. I only use what I make. I only use what I make on my face and my body. Even, everything from the rooty to the tooty, I hand make because I'm very aware of the botanicals, the amounts of ingredients that go into each. And I just got really tired years ago of like not having stuff that really blended and helped with like little hypertrophic scars or, my little spider bites. A lot of people that, have eczema issues. I'm grateful, haven't seen them in months, years from using my products. Now, I do want to toot my own horn and say that, what is on your label really is vital and important. So yes, right now there's a little bit of a wave. Summertime glows, a lot of women are finding certain benefits in like using self-tanners because they're seeing the continuity and the uniformity. You know what I'm saying? I like to certain balance in your skin. You can get that without using self-tanners and without necessarily using sun blockers. They're not only going to block the sun, but are going to block your melanin production, are going to block certain other things that are needed just for that right balance. So what I did, I threw my hair up. I don't know how girls wear their hair up in ponytails all day. Oh my goodness. This is the only time I feel the weight of my hair is when I put it up because it's, I can feel the weight on it. Anyway, I am not lotioned at all right now. I wanted to take a second just to show you guys some of my favorite, really like 2-3 of my favorite products that I don't walk out the door without using right now. One of those is Sunkiss. Yes, you can use Sunkiss the oil or Sunkiss the body lotion. Amor, I'm doing a video, so if you could chill for a second. It's all good, love. And that's the next thing. My son is 14. He be in his gaming world, okay? Especially in the evenings, he be going in. So I don't do these anymore. I really wanted to have a business that I felt was successful without having to share and without having to rely on social media stuff. But it's a balance. People are like, what are you talking about? As good as it. So I'm grateful that, people encourage you to get in front of the camera and, do stuff in front of the sun. But as much as orders have grown, I like getting stuff out within 1 to 3 days, and I don't like people waiting longer than that. Even when I have a huge rush, I pull all-nighters, and I make sure that people's products are out just so that they get them within that, first week's ordering time, or at least, get an email saying, hey, your stuff is coming within those 1 to 3 days. So I'm really a stickler for just making sure that everybody's products are going out in style and on time, and with that, just paying attention to a lot of details. Details meaning like I have a couple products that might have like 3 or 4 different labels just for that one. For instance, like Sunkiss. Sunkiss comes with the Sunkiss salve as well as the Sunkiss oil. So you want to make sure, especially now that I've hired help, sometimes I go through just to make sure the right label is on each person's product. Not only that, I really only use what I make. I've seen amazing results. A lot of people might have certain questions still about like face washes, what do you use on your whatever. Look, my website is so detailed for anybody that has a question about anything, about an ingredient. You can definitely go on and just take a look at what's in each product. But not only that, you know, a couple years ago, someone said to me, wow, you give so much, you know, care. People gonna get used to that. Yes, you want people to get used to you being there and being a presence, but there can be a sliding scale. You also want to be honest and saying, okay, I have 80 orders to process today. So that's not going to really allow me to be on the phone or to check Twitter, or at least that's not what I do. I really like getting people's stuff out. So it might minimize how, right now I have 489 voicemails. It's not something I'm proud of, but back in the day, I used to have business cards with my phone number on it, and this is like 2 years ago. A lot of people, thankfully, have gotten in touch with me, but, you know, a lot of free consultations, a lot of time just given to people just that have questions, and I don't mind answering, especially back in the day, you know, like 7 years ago, I had a lot more time to be one-on-one with people, and I was. Did that create some spoiled energy? Yes, of course, because then people get used to that, and they're like, all right, I'm gonna write her, she gonna write me back in 2 hours. That is not happening anymore. I've wanted my business to grow, and I'm very grateful that it has. I do answer emails, but it might take me like 5 to 7 days, sometimes 7 to 10, depending on how many products I have to make. And because I make everything by hand every morning, I'm gonna keep it ultra in saying that I do not always have more than a couple of minutes at night to really dedicate to emails anymore. So I'm gonna try to do more of these and answer general questions that people have. And I'm also, you know, not annoyed with that. Sometimes people write and they're like, oh, well, back in the day I used to get, yes, of course, because I was more available. I had less orders, so I was able to be more personable with people. I don't think that that's a bad thing at all, because how many companies really even, or how many people really even make themselves available to everybody that orders from them? Not a lot of people will do that because it's a lot of extra work, and people feel like, well, if I'm not getting paid, then I'm not going to do it. I don't function like that, but I start to understand why people charge people for consultations and their time, because it really is something that takes away from me making products during the day. As not to have that be a reality of mine, I might take like 5 to 7 days to answer somebody's email, and I just want y'all to know how appreciative I am of you guys consistently writing and asking questions, regardless of how much I've, you know, tried to answer them and be there for people. Some people still write with a little disdain, like, wow, you know, I asked you a question and it's been 4 days. It's like, sis, you know, I'm doing this for free out of the love of my heart, meaning like I'm not charging you to answer anything. And, you know, you want to be able to be there for everybody's needs, but that's not logical, tangible. It's not possible anymore. And I'm really in a space in my own personal development where I don't want to constantly feel as though I have to explain and or apologize when I'm consistently putting out products and no one waits more than 1 to 3 days for like a personalized email. Even when things get busy, I strive to make sure that your products get out the same week that you order them, and that is something that I really have to commend myself in because again, I will pull an all-nighter to make sure that your products are in that envelope within that 1 to 3, 1 to 5 days. Camera A. Camera B, chuck all of your sunscreens, your self-tanners, your stuff that has, you turn it over, mineral oil, cetyl alcohol, water. That is the first ingredients that I see in everything in stores, as well as like all of like the fly girl products, you know, like people that are really celebrities right now. It's real difficult to hand make stuff, especially if you are a socialite, when you are, you know, no, look, I wish that all I had to do was show up in some cute outfits and take pictures and it just sell, but that's not my reality. And I want to remind people that, you know, not everybody is coming from that celebrity status, so you have to put in physical, tangible work. And my work starts at like 6:30 in the morning and does not end till 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. So truthfully, I get like 5 hours sleep. I try to take a power hour nap, just little stuff to keep myself charged and energized, but also knowing that I have a responsibility, I really do take it to heart. So one thing I'm gonna just talk about real quick is the Sunkiss oil, as well as the Sunkiss lotion. I pulled my hair back. Hopefully, I'm gonna get real close to the camera. Hopefully you guys can see immediately the difference of what the Sunkiss does. I don't have anything on, all right? Let's see if we can check this out. Now this is the oil. It is a little bit on the oily side, but it evaporates really quickly. I am going to try to show y'all. I don't know if y'all can see the difference. Do you see the difference between that's dull and that's not? Let me do this again. I'm gonna try to show. Okay. And right now, this is the Sunkiss oil. Do you see the balance in the evening? Do you see it? Do you see it? I don't know if you can. Sometimes I even want to like go into different, I'm gonna try to do this during the daytime. Okay, look at this. I don't know if y'all could tell the difference. Rub it all in. So you put a little dollop, you go to town, and I'm trying to show y'all the glow that will take place literally in 5 minutes. Now, the Sunkiss oil, I have on a nice little tangerine slip right now. It's actually an old school Betsy Johnson dress. Thank you, Betsy Johnson. I've had this for like over a decade. But I don't mind it getting a little bit of the same oil on it. I don't know if y'all can see the difference, but this is like a natural sun blocker as well as balancer. It will bring out a glow and balance your melanin to make your skin really like that even bronzy glow look. All right, so I just did my face. I don't know if y'all could tell the difference. Let me get up in it. So do you see? Do you see? Okay, what I'm gonna do as well is I'm gonna pull back and do my legs a little. And, okay, cats, I'm sorry. Your legs, now your legs is an important part because you want, I don't know if y'all can tell. Let's see if I can see it under the light. But these are, I don't know if y'all can see it. Okay, now a lot of people will put like tape on their bodies to show the before and after, but that's a little extra. Okay. Do you see the difference between one leg and the other now? This is the non-oil, and this is the oil. I'll try to thing it like this real quick. And I'm just showing, I never do stuff like this because I think it's a little extra, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? People want to see the difference. I don't know if you could tell, but this is the difference between a non-Sunkiss leg and a Sunkiss leg. I'm trying to show y'all that it really does make a difference. So I'm completely like Sunkiss down now. And the same thing for face washes, I use the rose clay, the kelp help, and the banana face alchemy religiously. I use it in the morning, in the afternoon when I feel a little bit extra sweaty. I will use that kelp help after a workout. I use the banana face at night, and I use the rose clay every morning. Another thing, my son, he's gonna be 14. I used to have such bad little acne at around that age, right in between my eyebrows and just, regular breakouts as a teenager. His skin is flawless. And I really do, I owe to the rose clay, the kelp help, the banana, the cherry oil. I've gotten so many testimonies about how it really has grown people's lashes. The cherry oil is so nice because it's not heavy on your eyes. You want something that really is going to stimulate, eyelash growth and help with dark circles and all that other good stuff. So I don't know if y'all can tell the difference, but right now I'm completely sun-kissed down. And it's excellent because it's really, really smooth. It won't clog your pores. It blocks it blocks all of the rays, the harmful sun rays, without necessarily causing any type of discoloration. It creates an even suntan, and even when you're not under the sun, you'll notice just a glow, a nice natural glow under your skin. And that is something that I'm grateful for, because there's no the ingredients in the Sunkiss, there's no melanin blockers, there's no anything in it that's going to break you out. There's no shea butter in it. It is just made with like 8 to 10 different botanicals, as well as just some real dope. The only essential oil in it is a little bit of tangerine, some mandarin oil, some mandarin essential oil. So nice, right? So for your skin as well, I gotta take this out. Oh my goodness. Your skin as well, the every day, just a different face wash that you feel will really work on your skin. The rose clay and kelp help, there's certain kits. I have the rose clay and the kelp help kit, as well as the banana face. The banana oil is incredible for people that have some pigmentation issues and also just want to even out like little dark spots on their skin, or I've been getting, especially as I've gotten older, I used to get a lot of little freckles around my face, and they've just smoothed out in a really amazing way. So again, using stuff consistently. Sometimes I don't be, hey, buy this, because the proof is in the pudding, and you really want other people. So I really wanted to put in a lot of work in just, all the MailChimp emails, all of the emails, and just people that are subscribed, and just answering and being present to make everything all the time. I make about 300 products a day, and, I'm very grateful to have picked up and understood how to make stuff in mass without necessarily losing the specific botanicals that are included in each. And that's about it. Like the hairsprays right now, the blue rice set, the blue rice hairspray has been amazing. It really, even in my hair, a lot of people, oh, when did you cut your bang? I never started or cut a bang. I just literally left my new growth to grow out. And now that I have so many spiralettes, all of these just springlets in my hair, I'm gonna be honest, when I'm in the shower, I make sure they're not locking up too much, and I literally just use a little conditioner, finger pull, make sure that they're not, locking at the base. So all of these new, I just make sure they're not locking up, because I noticed as my hair was growing, I didn't want the weight of certain locks to really just weigh down the total, my whole crown. And a lot of people grow their hair for different purposes and have different people. And I don't have salon locks, and that's not a diss to those that do, but I literally have not let anybody twist or do my hair for about 20 years now. So for me, I really wanted to treat it like a botanical, like a plant. Okay, how can I grow my hair and just allow it to do what it does? Quiet, kitty. See, they move. Do what they do, do what it does, just like a bonsai tree. And in that, really put the right ingredients to just have the springlet spring, and to have the shaft of my hair still really moisturized. So I literally will sit down in the shower, make sure that my scalp is really oiled every day, and just go through the top of my hair and make sure that they're individually oiled and taken care of. Again, Sunkiss is it is wonderful. If you are looking for a good face wash, try the rose clay and the kelp help. That's a base. Those are the basic two that I would say definitely commit to, because you don't, a lot of people, I don't recommend people using a whole bunch of different products. You can use like 8 to 10 different products on your face religiously, but that be like the basis, meaning that, as long as you have certain botanicals in your products that create chillness, like lavender, just stuff that balances your skin tone. You're not gonna need like 8 to 10 different companies' products on your skin. Once you find something that you enjoy, I would say stick to it, and definitely just make sure that you hydrate as much as possible. Other than that, I really do, and I'm grateful that I've made a plethora of products, because I wanted to have variety not only in my life, but again, because I only use my stuff, I really tried to expand and think of just what I would want, what I wanted, and what I wished for on the market to be available for all, So Tiger Stripes, for instance, is great because it's got the cardamom, it's got the coffee, it's really great for tightening one's skin, but then you still want to, have some versatility. So making different products like the whole Zodiac line was something that I really, really am grateful and wanted to do, because once you study botanicals, then you understand that there's a ruling herb and a ruling oil for each person's zodiac, for every, I really was like, okay, I want to put that to the test and really see, how they work after a couple years. The benefits have been so amazing, but it's also something that has taken a lot of time. All my recipes are really handmade and stuff, something that I've really, from distilling to infusing to using a dehydrator to using just as many techniques that I could incorporate in really bringing out the best in certain products. I'm grateful that I've been able to do. So like the banana oil, as well as the cherry, as well as just the, right now, the Leo line, the Libra, the Taurus. We're in Gemini right now. So the Gemini line's got a nice mixture of the rosemary with lavender. Why? You can totally go on the website and read it. And remember, every sign is you can use regardless of when you're born. So they're interchangeable, but there are specifics that I would say really do work for each person's, like rising, moon, all that stuff is really thing. But again, how do you make something that's so how do you bring it down to earth and make it palpable for everybody to enjoy and use and say, look, I see the benefits of this, even though I'm not, a Taurus, or I'm not a Libra. I feel the benefits of using this on my shoulders, and why there's vetiver in the Capricorn one, why there's helichrysum in the Libra, why just certain stuff I wanted to really commit myself and, put the work in. So right now, Amor,
Yeah?
you have a minute to come out or not really?
Not really.
He never has a minute. Can you come out though, just for me, because I'm doing a little tape?
Trying to say, yeah.
All right, man. I need you, when these teenagers, let me tell you something. I'm so grateful that he has his own life, but at the same token, sometimes I'm like, son, I would love for you to learn how to make lasagna since you love eating it so much. And so I'm trying to teach him little stuff, and it is like, you understand, I have to have such a schedule for him, because he will stay in that room and play his games and be in his own world, which is wonderful. But for all, emotional balance is really great. So again, my son's hair right now is off the Richter. I strive to braid it up every week, even though he's in swim class constantly. And I do that because the chlorine is so stripping in his hair. What I've noticed is just making my own conditioners for him, slathering them on, has really worked. Can you take off your bonnet and just come and show your braids? But you don't have to think, he's so, come here, handsome. You can sit in your own. You don't need to be on my lap. You know you don't like doing it. But my son's hair, even if you take a look, it is so healthy right now. And this means a lot to me because he be in the pool all the time. And can you get close up on the camera? I want them to see your skin as well. And if you can notice, not a bump on his face. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can think. I had the, here it goes. Let me just show you on his skin. You might be able to see the difference in the color real quick. I'm not gonna put a lot. Look, more, just turn around. But do you see, I don't know if you can tell because he's a little bit, he has more of an earth tone and a little lighter than me. So nice. Okay, so that's for that. Let me see if I could thing this real quick and you guys can see the difference. Can you take a look? He hates all of this. You can rub it in yourself. And the cats be loving on him, so that's what you hear. But do you see how it just went from like dull to bright in a second? Do you see that on him? And then his, I know, I'll never be doing this. But what I want to show is that if your child has eczema, Amor doesn't because he's really been good with his dairy intake and his wheat. But hold on a second. Jesus, it's like I can't get him for a minute. I'm gonna let him go because I don't even want to. But again, you don't need self-tanner. You don't want to do anything that's gonna increase the probability of having more cancer-causing agents with all the stuff that's going out there in the world. So again, thank you guys for supporting CordobaOrganics.com. I will email and write you back, but please do not take it personal. Do not feel as though I am here specifically like trying to ignore and not answer your query because, you know, you might have gotten a response like the next day a couple years ago. I'm very grateful for certain growth, but what I've realized is that growth comes with responsibility. So for myself, I've not wanted to like have more responsibility, but be, you know, I have to even schedule going downstairs and just, you know, riding my bike or going outside with my son because, again, everything is so scheduled. I make sure that I work out between 6:30 and 7:30 in the morning, and then from 7:30 on, it is a straight run. And that's because the orders that I've picked up, I don't want anybody to wait, and I'm very, very grateful for the growth. But that doesn't necessarily, it's not personal that I cannot pick up the phone during the day or I'm not able to be on Facebook the way that I was or on Instagram the way that I was. I definitely want to do more this summer. The sun is beautiful out here. We just came through a little bit of a storm. So yeah, I'm going to do more. But again, I'm doing so much in real time. For me, doing more in the social media realm is literally like icing on the cake. And it's something that I really wanted to have almost work so hard that my products would sell themselves in the sense of me not necessarily always having to be the marketer or somebody that came on and said, hey, bye. You know, you're gonna consistently come through if your product arrives on time, if your questions are answered, if you know, hey, this is a consistent woman who is, no matter what, I know I'll get my personalized tracking email within. Those are the things that have been caveat for myself. So now that that is, you know, one pinnacle reached, it's like, all right, definitely, I'm gonna talk and do more. But in lieu, I really do want to express that if, you know, for me, I wanted to say if social medias were to like collapse or if something were to switch up, can I still have consistent sales without necessarily relying on, you know, an Instagram rapport? And again, if you are coming from a non-celebrity, you know, like you in a sense have to put in a little bit more work because I'm not writing and stopping what I'm doing to hopefully solicit someone who has, you know, a audience or a platform. Of course, we all would love to meet someone and be like, oh, thanks so much, but I don't necessarily, and I haven't necessarily initiated my business to be like, hey, do this for me, do this for my company, do this. So a lot of it really is based on the amount of work that I put in, and I really just wanted to complete my line. Now that my line is completed, I can have a little bit more fun. So thank you guys for listening. I didn't want to talk for more than a half an hour this evening. And again, I don't know if you can really see it on camera, but this Sunkiss has just been, and it's also, you know, definitely copyright your terms, send them to the Library of Congress. I'm grateful that, you know, even Lemonade came out before Beyonce's Lemonade, before, you know, Lemonade was even a concept or a thought. And those are the type of things that excite me as well. Like, wow, you know, Lemonade is now something that's a song, and now it's something that's, and it was really something that for myself, okay, lemon and the aiding of what lemon did, lemonade, just AID. So for me, I'm very, 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 very grateful that certain even creative thoughts might have, you know, taken off. But even Sunkiss, the reason and how I came up with that about 8 years ago, was the smell of it. It smelled exactly like Sunkissed, the Sunkiss, the orange Sunkiss jump offs, the candies. And I was Starburst. There we go. It tasted just like the orange, and I was like, "Ooh, Sunkiss." You get it? So I didn't think that that was even going to be something. Now I see that name on so many people's labels, and again, it's just to say, good ideas. I'm very grateful for, but I also wanted to take time to send certain of my labels out to just, you know, kind of have a little bit of protection on them, because you never know, you know. So thank you guys for listening. I'm definitely going to try to do more stuff from, let me see if that works. Yeah, I'm going to try to do more stuff from my bathrooms. My bathrooms are gorgeous. And yeah, like be in the bathroom and showing, doing all that good stuff. But again, just to have a moment where I can share with y'all and to express, again, if you are looking for, also for a hair care kit, get the Goji. There's Goji Guru, Goji Guru. I'm bugging. And the blue rice hair pudding, Goji Guru. I'm bugging out because it's goji berry, and this is also why I have everything organized, because all my labels will run through my head now. It's called Goji Guru. I'm bugging out. But the hair magic kit with the rosemary, the musical hairs, the shampoo, excellent. You will see a difference the next day in your hair. And yes, you will see growth. I say like 3 to 5 days, you'll start to see little springlets and ringlets. But honestly, I would just commit to one product, because that one product is going to really make a difference in your hair care. And it sounds really obnoxious and crazy, but I am telling you the truth. I have not seen better results than from using Cordoba Organic stuff, and it really isn't even, and you know, my sister told me, just like, you know, I could definitely feel the difference and thing, and I'm grateful you can, because I really do put, you know, my hazmat suit, my gloves, I really be committed to the process. But I knew that a lot of people would skip certain steps that just time-wise is almost an impossibility. But when you're not on social media, and when you're not, you know, just entertaining certain distractions, you can really consistently come up with certain amazing things. So I'm just grateful to have put in certain work, and now I can start to play around a little bit more. And again, CordobaOrganics.com. Chuck all your self-tanners. Try the Sunkiss and the cherry oil and the banana oil, because you will really feel and see a difference like overnight. All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening. Take care. Peace.